Welcome to our Beginner English podcast. Today, Lisa and Mark are thinking about what to do this weekend. Lisa, can you start us off with how friends usually begin such conversations?
Absolutely. Friends often start with a friendly question like, "Hey, do you have any plans this weekend?" This open-ended approach invites ideas and helps set a relaxed tone.
That's a great point. For learners, asking simple questions gives both people a chance to share. Why is it important to start conversations this way in English?
It encourages participation and shows interest in the other person's schedule. For example, Mark might reply, "I'm free on Saturday. Do you want to do something?" This keeps the planning process smooth and friendly.
Next, let's look at how Lisa makes a suggestion. She says, "Let's go to the cinema." What makes this phrase useful for beginners?
It's short, clear, and direct. Let's is a contraction for let us, used to suggest ideas. Beginners can use it in many situations, like let's eat pizza or let's study together.
Exactly, and it encourages group activities. How might Mark respond positively to such a suggestion?
He could say, "That sounds great," or "Good idea." These are simple ways to show agreement without needing complex grammar.
Now that they've agreed, Lisa asks, "Do you want to watch an action movie or a comedy?" How does this help the conversation?
Offering choices makes it easier for the friend to respond. Using basic genres like action movie or comedy also introduces key vocabulary. Learners can swap in their favorite genres, like drama or cartoon.
Good point. Are there cultural differences in how people talk about movie preferences?
Yes, in some cultures, people may politely avoid direct refusals. In English, it's common to say, "I prefer comedy, but action is fine too," to keep things friendly and flexible.
After choosing a movie, the next step is to discuss showtimes. Lisa asks, "What time does the movie start?" Why is this question important?
Knowing the showtime helps set the plan. It's also a good opportunity to practice time expressions like at 6 o'clock or in the evening. Mark might reply, "The movie starts at 7 p.m.
Right. And agreeing on a time is key for clear communication. How can beginners confirm plans politely?
They can say, "Shall we meet at 6:30? Or let's meet 15 minutes before the movie." These phrases help avoid confusion and show consideration.
Let's highlight some important vocabulary. When going to the cinema, words like ticket, movie theater, and popcorn often come up. Can you explain each one simply?
Sure, a ticket is what you buy to get into the movie. Movie theater or cinema is where you watch movies. Popcorn is a popular snack. These words are common in conversations about going out.
And using these in context helps learners remember them. For example, let's buy popcorn before the movie.
Exactly. Repeating and reusing vocabulary in natural sentences builds confidence and fluency.
Inviting someone can sometimes feel tricky. Lisa uses, "Do you want to watch a movie?" How can learners make or accept invitations easily?
Polite invitations start with, "Would you like to?" or "Do you want to?" To accept, try, "Yes, I'd love to." Or "Sure, that sounds fun." These responses keep conversations positive and open.
What about declining politely if someone is busy?
You might say, "Sorry, I can't this time," or "Maybe next weekend." This respects the other person's feelings and leaves room for future plans.
Before ending the conversation, Lisa and Mark confirm their plans. Why is repeating details useful for learners?
It helps avoid misunderstandings. Mark might say, "So, we're meeting at the cinema at 6:30 to watch the action movie." This repetition reinforces vocabulary and sentence structure.
Are there any simple strategies to make sure everyone is clear?
Definitely. Summarize using short sentences and check, "Is that okay for you?" Or "Did I get it right?" This ensures both people agree.
Let's focus on time expressions. Lisa says, "On Saturday and at 6 o'clock." Why are these important when making plans?
They specify when things will happen. Beginners often mix up "hin," "on," and "at." For days, use "on Saturday." For times, use "at 6 o'clock." Consistent practice helps avoid mistakes.
Can you give more examples using these prepositions?
Sure. On Sunday, at noon, and in the evening. These help make plans clear and are essential in daily English conversations.
Let's put what we've learned into practice. Imagine you want to invite a friend. What would you say?
You could say, "Hi, do you want to go to the cinema this weekend?" Await their answer, then suggest a movie and time. Let's see a comedy at 6 p.m. on Saturday.
If your friend agrees, how do you confirm the plan?
Repeat the details. Great! See you at the cinema at 6 p.m. Practicing this roleplay helps build confidence for real-life conversations.
To wrap up, here's a mini challenge. Try inviting a friend to the cinema using today's vocabulary. What advice would you give beginners as they practice?
Don't worry about being perfect. Speak slowly, use the phrases we discussed, and focus on clear pronunciation. The more you practice, the easier it becomes to make plans in English.
Excellent advice. Remember, making social plans is a fun way to learn and connect. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.
Thank you. Keep practicing, and soon you'll feel comfortable inviting friends to do all kinds of activities in English.